Hello, and welcome to Greet the Week. I am Mona Duncan, and today's topic is on being more loving. We have Valentine's tomorrow coming right around the corner, and let me bring up the PowerPoint. So, is this where you can see? Do I have it all the way up? Okay, we're going to be talking about being loving. Being loving is a deliberate intention to be kind. Sometimes we can be unkind, we can be critical. And when we are critical, as we can stop and ask ourselves, what request am I really wanting to make? Instead of criticizing and making a request for something. So it's a deliberate intention to be kind. Yes, we want to be kind to others, but we also want to be kind to self. We uh, we want to quiet that nagging critic that's inside. And again, whether it's toward you or toward others, to acknowledge flaws and what to do about them, to accept and to receive insight and to maybe to joyfully move on, or then have the courage for the correction. Once we have made a decision to deliberately be kind and to see how that we can make a request or maybe not, uh, and then have that courage to move on or to request. And then, as we have deliberately our kindness, we can begin to engender compassion toward ourselves, and then also to have that compassion to pass on to family, friend, and maybe even a foe. Being loving eases presumed limitation and long held hurts. It relaxes the body, it calms the mind, and floods your being with peace. And it helps to quiet the drama that may be going on. It also equalizes emotions so that your true nature can shine through. So, being loving is having a loving attitude or a mindset that releases that restorative chemicals that's in our brain, that is those natural meds that can kind of heal and repair instead of having that toxin, that ugliness. A healthy body lends to clear thinking and improved relationships. Choosing to be more loving by approaching all aspects of life from a place of kindness. Realizing that there is an invisible connection between you, between others, between humanity at large, between this vastness of this universe. We have an invisible connection with everything and with everyone. And the kinder we can be, the better it goes. Loving kindness sent, the more we send it out in positive thoughts and happy thoughts and good thoughts and healing thoughts, the more um, the separation gap begins to narrow. That may be being afraid to speak to someone, being afraid to. Uh, but when love is denied, when we are critical and rebellion, it ensues in a place that we begin to search for love because we're just think we're not receiving it. So think about it. There are 8+ billion people on planet Earth. And even with the billions of souls in this universe, we can never exhaust the air available for us to breathe. Think about it. You see, there is an unseen love essence in this whole entire world. And it's the same type of essence that can be sent out in our thoughts that we send to others and to ourselves. So, innate knowledge of worth and value. We are born innately knowing that we have worth and value. Uh, my husband was our one of our grandchildren when she was 4. My husband was telling her how cute she was and how pretty and how cute, and anyway she was just taking it in, and She answered him. She said, yes. And he even asked her, said, do you know how cute you are? And she said, yes, I do. Now, the thing of it is, that was an on. Yes, I honestly know. We have that innate knowledge of worth and value. Yeah, I know I'm pretty special. But love is an energy source that is endowed to all of us, every single solitary one of us, and it is an energy source. You have it, whether you think you do or not. Is a word. In the definite, it is a present perfect tense verb. Now, a verb is kind of action, and it's action, whether it is a going action or a not going action. And is a present perfect tense verb, but it depends on how we use it as to whether it is perfectly shared or does perfect damage. I was in a course in miracles talking about things that heal, and that forgiveness heals, but it is one defense that is never harmful. And the same thing is true with the essence of what genuine love is. It never harms anyone. It is a perfect present tense. But sometimes in loving ourselves or in loving others, we get a case of the overs. We begin to think, well, I am more special than someone else. And so as we begin to think that we are more special than, we may be seeing them as being inferior. Or as we begin to see ourselves as more special than others, then we see ourselves as having to be absolutely perfect. Well, that doesn't work. No one is perfect. We're all great. And also having those overs can lead to a point of being of drudgery. Rather than having a job and doing a good job at it, we begin drudgery. Well, we begin to look at the fact of lacking, of having a less than, then it comes across as being indifferent and prejudiced and having bigotry and even having hate. So, although our love may be fledging, it is a renewable energy. And as we start with being more loving to you and let it grow. Well, thanks for being here, and many blessings.